Hey everybody, it's Catrice from When Models Talk. We are here today and we're going to have an amazing live with Miss Bella. Okay, let's just get everything together. Check out Sing on a Saturday Night every fourth Saturday. They do a Zoom and check out Shelly Shell's page, Philly's Oprah, to get more details about Sing on a Saturday Night every fourth Saturday on Verizon and a couple of different outlets. Actually, she's on Spotify as well and Anchor, her podcast. So check it out, Single on a Saturday Night. It's going to be a great live today, everybody. We're going to be talking to Bella and Demone. So as soon as she comes on, we can get started. But in the meantime, don't forget, everybody, just enjoy your day. Kids are in school right now. I think everybody's kid is in school. I had a whole process this morning trying to get stuff done with the kids. I had to take them to school, pick up stuff. I'm just sharing my mommy reality. And also had to school my kids when it comes to life. So it's a process. I'm taking it every day, day by day. But it's going to be good. I feel like the schools are actually doing really good with preparation for the kids. They're still trying to figure it out, just like everybody else. We all knew that this was coming, that when it came to the school system, the kids were going to be home remotely. Somebody said all they needed was a belt and 2 laptops. And I was like, okay. Look, I need 3 laptops. I ain't gonna say no belt, but you know what I mean. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, it's a process, and I pray for everybody. I pray that everybody's doing well. Hey, Bella. I pray that everybody's doing well when it comes to the whole transition. It's a lot of work. All right, so we're about to go live with Bella Demone. Hold on. Lord. Should have drunk me some water. Jesus. Just waiting on Bella. Just waiting on Bella. Hey, girl. Hey. But yes, everybody's welcome. Oh, Bella Demone. And she's a model, an actress, and she is a part of, hopefully I pray I don't get it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. She is a part of 2 podcasts or a podcast, and that is, let me get it right. DreamWorks Society.
Yes.
And it's a podcast called, I want to say it right. You're on it with your guy friend, the guy.
Yup. It's called Miami Swag.
I want to say it. I want people to know.
It's called Miami Swag.
Oh, why did I think it was something else? Because maybe it was a headline and that was just the topic. Maybe it was that.
Could have been.
You know.
But wait, hold on. Ready?
Uh-huh.
I have a minor surprise for like 2 seconds. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Look, come in.
Hey.
That's it. He's partner in crime for Miami Swag, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. What's your name?
Introduce yourself.
Zealous, Anthony, Zay.
Can you hear him? He talks too low sometimes.
No, I couldn't hear you.
Zealous, Anthony Young.
Call me Zay.
And what's your Instagram? Is that your Instagram?
Yeah, Zealous _ Anthony _ Young.
Okay, y'all. Make
I'll
sure
type
to check
it
him
in there.
out.
Yeah. Checking me out.
Under Miami Swag.
Yeah, we got that. And we got the podcast you're talking about actually is Question Mark. But we got
it's under DreamWorks Society, but it's really called Question Mark.
Yeah.
That's our podcast.
Matter of fact, it's all under Dream Society.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the podcast we're doing.
Did y'all get it on Anchor yet? Did y'all put it on Anchor?
Do we what?
Did y'all put it on Anchor yet?
No.
What is that?
We'll talk about it, girl. I'll give you tips.
Okay.
we got the Miami Swag project coming, so you know what I mean.
Okay. I'll be checking it out. Just let me know when.
I'm an artist myself too. So.
Okay.
Okay, I'm picking you up. Bye.
But now she got me the picture.
It was nice meeting you.
I ain't going nowhere to go.
All right.
He's
so
crazy.
let's do this icebreaker real quick.
Okay.
All right. So the icebreaker is a game called Mentally Stimulate Me by Derek Jackson.
Oh, shit.
And
Okay.
this is what it looks like. Right here.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna ask a couple questions, and all you gotta do is answer A, B, C, or D. Okay.
Say what?
All you gotta do is answer A, B, C, or D.
Okay.
All right. So,
I'll try.
deal breaker. Yes or no? Ask for nudes during the dating phase. A, yes. B, no.
What was the question?
So, deal breaker. Yes or no? Ask for nudes during the dating phase. A, yes. B, no.
Oh, you said nudes.
Nude to booty.
You should have interviewed me.
Well, so no.
No. Okay. I ain't gonna go further than that.
Oh, man.
We ain't gonna get into it. We ain't gonna get into it. Maybe off camera. Okay. So, second question. You're cuddling with Bae at 2 a.m. When your ex texts you, he is outside with the $500 that he owes you and will only give it to you directly and not at all. What do you do? A, going outside to get your coin. B, going outside with Bae to get it. C, ignoring the text. D, calling 911 to come get the trespasser. So which one?
I would go back.
What was A again?
I'm going to go get my coin. I want my money.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, he's an ex now. If he was a crazy ex, that'd be different. That might be different. You know, if it was one of those exes, like, I will kill you because you left me type of situation. Then I'll be like, okay, wait a minute. I might have to go outside with that, but I want my money. And I said, no, he said it got to be in person. I don't know. It depends on if Bae is crazy. Ex-Bae is crazy.
That's true, too. That's very true.
Yes, girl. So, next question. Your mother-in-law baked the most delicious apple pie you've ever tasted. But as you're chewing, you see a roach crawl out of the pan. What do you do? A, finishing your apple pie. B, getting it out when no one's looking. A or B?
Well, definitely not A. That's for sure. What the hell? Who is gonna no? Oh my god.
You never know what some people do. I'm just saying. So what?
I don't care. If you're eating pie and you see a roach
came out of the pan.
I don't like. Ugh. I can't. That's so nasty.
So you spit it out.
Yes, I don't care. At this point, shit.
Girl. All right, last one, right? Look, your new spouse is tired of your child's constant disrespect towards them and signs your child up for boot camp without asking you. What do you do? A, commending them for taking initiative. B, telling them to cancel it. C, notifying the co-parent. D, filing for a divorce.
Oh, damn. This is like an in-between type answer. It's kind of like you don't really want to file for divorce, but it could be like C, like, ugh. Oh, man.
I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What you doing? Okay, now the child is disrespectful, but number one, you gonna talk to me because that ain't your child. That's my child. You're not about to. Is it his child? Okay, it's your child.
No.
It's my child. It's my child.
It's my child, not his child.
So what we not gonna do is sign my child up for nothing without my consent.
Exactly. So wait, which answer was that one?
Oh, that was something I made up.
Yeah, I don't think so. No one is gonna come in here and tell me what they're gonna do without my consent, first of all.
with,
Like, wait, what? Like,
with
I
the
don't think
child
so.
that you birthed. No, we're not
Yeah,
doing that.
no. That does not work by any means. Sorry. No.
Exactly. They tried it. No. I'll be like,
Yeah,
okay, I understand we married. He better be a good man. He better be a good man, because I might have to file for divorce.
oh man.
I'm just saying. All right, let's get into these topics, girl. Icebreaker over. Okay. So.
Oh, geez.
All right. So, first question is, how did you get into modeling?
How did I get into modeling? Oh, I love this question so much. So I'm gonna keep it simple if I can. I'll try.
Okay.
I know when I was a kid growing up, like my mom would just put me in like clothing type, fashionable stuff. That's one thing.
Uh-huh.
But if you want to ask me like specifically how I initially got into modeling, one other story. It's through an ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Just being honest.
Okay, so I want to know.
Through an ex-boyfriend got me my first fashion show.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty wild. Because his best friend's girlfriend was a designer.
Okay.
Did a show actually downtown in Philly at oh damn, I forgot what it's called now. One of the old clubs has a different name. I think it was 1925. You know what that place in Philly? No?
Girl,
Okay,
I know
great.
nothing about
Well, oh damn. Well, people who are tuning in, if you know about 1925, it used to have a different name back then. So that place in Philly was my first fashion show ever, like way back. So thanks to an ex-boyfriend of mine. Yeah, why not? Something's got to give.
Look, I know that's right. Well, thank you, X.
It's watching.
We can thank him.
I know, right? That's it though. That's all the credit he gets. That's it. Just for that.
I know that's right. That's it. That's all we got to say about you. Okay. So, but when you first started, was it a passion? Was it something that you even previously thought about, or is it something that that basically you just fell into in a sense?
Well, it's a mixture. I liked it, I loved it, and I wanted to try it out.
Okay.
Whatever. You could put it that way, I guess. I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see like what it was like. Because I always envisioned myself walking down a runway, but I never did it. So at that point, when I was given a chance to, I was like, yo, this is actually pretty cool. And ever since then, I've just been like, okay, this is definitely my thing. Like, it's awesome. Yeah.
That's good. I think the good thing about modeling, if you're the type, I feel like everybody should at least try it one time. Some people be nervous.
Yeah.
But once you do it, it's like, oh snap, this is actually pretty fun.
It is. It's crazy. And it goes by so fast too. Yeah. Like 2 seconds, you're like, wait, you was nervous for what reason? It's like, okay, hold up.
And it's an adrenaline rush too, because you get so nervous and it's just like, boom, go.
Every time, no matter how many times I've done do a show, even till this day, I still get nervous. I still get that feeling inside. I'm just like, why? But I'm like, it's a good thing though, because if you didn't have that feeling, I think you'd be kind of bored, if you ask me.
Yeah, because it just becomes repetition, like,
Exactly.
All right, I'm being a show. It's got to be something that you're excited and passionate about to definitely do, just like with anything.
That's definitely true.
Okay, so so when you started modeling, what did your mom think? That's because I saw your mom. I got to ask that question.
She actually loves it because she's a little fashionista herself. So she likes to get all pretty, getting all dressed up, makeup, her big old heels. So it works.
I know that's right. So she be in the audience also, that's my baby.
She has her camera out. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at? Hold up. Don't move so fast. Let me take a picture. I'm like.
Yes. Because I know when I first met you and your mom, it was, I think, Philly Fashion Week. We were doing a show. And I met
Philly Fashion Week?
Yeah.
I never went for Philly Fashion Week, though. No. Why? You're not the only one that says that. I've come across the past year, people have been saying that. Like, oh, I met you there. And I'm like, no, you didn't.
Well, where did we meet? Because we met somewhere. Maybe, what show was it? I'm having to go back in my archives, girl. Pull up some pictures.
Maybe you should. But I never went for Philly Fashion Week before. No, I never have. Like you would think like a model in Philly, you would walk for Philly Fashion Week. I've got turned down by them actually, like 2 times that I've gone to Casterdam.
Oh wow, girl.
I don't know.
I don't. I'm gonna figure out where we know each other from originally.
Wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Philly Fashion Week, that had nothing to do with the Trina fashion show, was it?
There we go. That's where we met each other, the Trina fashion show. But I don't think it was them.
Philly Fashion Week.
It wasn't them.
No, it
I can't
wasn't.
remember who put that together.
Oh my God, I forget her name now. Whatever. Either way, but that was a good show though. I think that's where we met, right?
That was the first time I saw Trina in concert.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
She did her
That was pretty cool though.
She did her thing.
She did.
I was like, oh, she bringing back all the old stuff too. It was good. It was good. I think I still have photos somewhere or video and everything somewhere. I just can't remember. It might be in like Google Docs or something. I don't know. Okay. So
that's probably one of my like favorite fashion shows ever, to be honest, because that was lots of fun.
Yeah.
Like their runway was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was like long, like just like a metal like platform.
Yeah.
And like I just thought like, dude, this is like phenomenal. Like I liked how they set up compared to other shows.
Yeah.
Definitely awesome.
A lot of the shows that I do are definitely different. It just depends on, you know, what, like who you're basically getting to gig with. But I've seen some really, really good ones though. I've seen some really, really good ones. I'm like, tips for when I want to do my own fashion show.
Me too.
I'm like, Bella, what you doing, girl? What you doing? Come on over. Be one of the models. Thank you. And of course, it's always going to be paid. It's always going to be paid.
I agree. I totally agree because you don't get that in Philly.
Yeah, and I think it's very important that, especially if you are a model and you've done it, and if you decide that eventually, as time goes by, that you want to actually create your own fashion show, I think it's very important to support your models and actually pay them. Because you already know how it is not to be paid.
So I agree because, like, as a model, like, no matter what age, and you put your time and effort into all this, so it's like it'd be nice to be compensated. Not like doesn't have to be a whole lot, but to be compensated, I feel like would help. Just because we're investing our time.
Yes, time and money though, because you gotta pay for gas. Yes. You gotta pay for toll if you live in Jersey. You gotta get your hair right, get your makeup right, depending on if they have.
It's a lot involved.
It's a process. You are actually spending more money. That's why I'm huge on actually models being paid for their services because we actually spend a lot. And if I'm doing something, a lot of times if I'm doing something, I'm doing it for the experience. In the beginning, I was doing it for the experience. So I didn't have a problem with, you know, not getting paid as much. But as you already
you were then.
Huh?
You were getting paid. Because beforehand,
when I was getting paid for certain jobs, certain things I was getting paid for. But my first year, and that was because I was with the agency though.
Right.
That made it possible because they was like, okay, no, we actually we want her to actually make money because we want her to sing. So, but some jobs, don't get me wrong, I had to do for free because I didn't have experience.
Right. Okay, that makes sense though.
Who said gotta keep that body snatched? Yes, you do. That's a whole check in itself. And you gotta sign membership. You gotta get this protein. You gotta get. you gotta work out. It's a process.
I try to work out. I try to keep myself okay. I try. Look, whatever. It could be better, but
Look,
whatever.
Look, I'm going on this whole healthy kick. If anybody is down to come along with me, working out, I'm here for y'all.
Hey, that's good.
Because these abs is coming in. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
You make abs and steel, Catrice. Get out of here. I'm done with you. You have abs.
Look,
you got a body like I can't even explain.
Girl, but as soon as I get this detox in, that means I'm getting rid of all this bloating too. Because you know how you get your abs in? I don't know if you know, but you get your abs in, but then your stomach's still bloating. We ain't got time for bloating. We trying to detox.
That's one of my issues sometimes that I suffer with. Depending on what you eat and drink. Bloating, it's so annoying. Especially when you do photo shoots, I'm like, oh my God, don't eat anything. Just drink water, eat carrots or something small. I don't care what it is. No sandwiches, no nothing. I'm like, okay, I got it.
Yeah, girl, don't eat no type of muffin, bread, nothing before you do a photo shoot. Don't try it, don't do it. You got to take a couple of days and be like, okay, let me not do this for at least a day or two before that photo shoot. But you know what's funny? Every single time I did a photo shoot, the Lord, the God is so good, because every time I had to do a photo shoot, I had to do anything pertaining to modeling. That's how I know it's for me. Because I could be broken in a hot mess a couple of days before, but as soon as that, or even the night before, as soon as it's time for me to go to work and get work done, snatched. Girl, snatched. You be like, ooh, thank you, Lord. You just got to praise him. But let me stop playing. I think I had too much sugar today.
Oh, no, man. I need some of your sugar.
Dairy or sugar. You know what? That's my problem.
Dairy is true. No dairy, because dairy will bloat me up. I can't do dairy.
I'm having a problem with the dairy. Ever since I knocked out the bread, I'm having a problem because I still want my ice cream.
I'm an ice cream lover, but I do the frozen yogurt or something non-dairy. I don't know. I like ice cream is my downfall. That and chocolate. I can't help it.
Girl.
So even in the fashion show, you will see this girl with snacks. I can't help it. I have Twizzlers on deck, and I'll have like some kind of chocolate on deck. I can't help it. It's just me.
Snack queen. All right, so we're gonna get into this topic, bro. These topics too, because we've been way off.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well,
no,
whatever.
It's me. It's gonna be all right. I'm a drink.
It's both of us.
So I can not be on 1,000 today. Okay, so one of the topics, or I know that one thing you do is you do a lot of implied modeling. Can you let everybody know what implied modeling is? Because I didn't know until I talked to you about it and you told me.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't know.
That's okay.
I didn't know that was even a thing.
Implied modeling is actually one of my favorite things, I'm gonna admit to, because so basically what it is, it's kind of like you're portraying that you're naked, but you're not really. So you could like get like a blanket and just pretend like to put it over you, or like a shirt, or like bottoms, or you can have hair on you, like hiding things on your body. So implied is like with clothing, but you make it seem like you're not really wearing much.
Okay.
So you're semi-nude, but you're still keeping it classy, and that's what I like about it. Because I don't like to show all bare, so I'm gonna cover certain parts of my body to make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, why should I be showing everyone in the whole world my whole body? Like, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
That's just me though. So that's what implied. Like, you could pretend that you're naked, and it gives people like a mystery, like, yo, like, what she got going on? Keep going. Let me see what else she got. Like,
Yes. Well,
it's cool though. I like it.
So, but when did you start doing implied modeling? And in the beginning, were you nervous doing it?
Oh yeah, I was way nervous in the beginning, because I'm thinking like, wait, I gotta be like half naked in front of a photographer. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this, number one, because what's important is that you need to build a relationship with your photographer, first of all. Without a relationship, there's no way on earth that you're going to pull off a photo that's going to look normal. Because if you're nervous, it's going to show. And that's going to make you look bad, and it's going to make him look bad, or he or she, whatever it is. But I'm going to say I've done implied for the past maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 6 years, I think, because I didn't do it for the first 2 years. Okay. I was like, I don't feel comfortable with this. I think it took me at least 2-3 years. I'm not positive, it's something like that, and I only do implied with one photographer, just to say.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm very particular with who I work with. I don't like to work with just anyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
as a model, you definitely have to be very much so careful of who we work with.
yeah,
So,
you have to be really careful because you never know. Being a model, like all girls always think like, oh my God, I want to be a model. But like until you're actually in our shoes, when you're physically going through it, you're gonna experience things that you probably would never have thought of.
yeah,
And it'll either break you or it'll just make you stronger.
yeah.
It's crazy to say that because you have to be careful. You gotta I brought someone with me my first time because I was kind of shy and I wasn't sure. So I've had a few people come with me. Yeah, I mean, not to implied shoot, but I brought my dad to one of my shoots at the beginning. And my dad was totally cool with it. He's like, "Can I model with you?" I'm like, "Are you serious?" Why? But I mean, you have to make sure you build a relationship with a photographer in order to do Implied because you need to make sure that he's cool, you're cool, you feel comfortable, you like each other's vibes, and listen, you're being professional.
Yeah.
It's not like he's just staring at your body. He could just go to a magazine at some girls, but no, it's it's a whole different vibe when you actually get into that type of area.
Yeah, and I think it's very important to I was about to say something. Matter of fact, I might just say it. I think it's very important to when it comes to if you know how they have all the Me Too movements out here. If first of all, if models started doing that, you know how many people would say something? They'll shut the industry down.
Lot.
They'll shut it down off of a Me Too movement if models actually started saying stuff. Girl. Because it's so much stuff. It's so much stuff that goes on.
I feel about that.
But this is why I think it's very important when it comes to girls that, like you said, that come in and they're like, "Oh, I want to be a model." Like I was talking to my niece and she said, "I want to be a model like my aunt," and I was like, "It's work. Like this is not easy. It's work." I know models that have literally put strain on their bodies just to fit into a certain size. I know people that have done some things.
Crazy.
And the thing is, it's not what you think. It's not about just, oh, I'm just going to take these cute pictures and that's it.
No,
it's so much more than that. It's so much more than that.
It is. It's a lot more than that. And a lot of girls don't understand that. It's just it's work involved. Make sure you get sleep, you eat right, you drink right, keep your body physique right, learn your poses. First of all, have thick skin.
Yeah.
Know how to take criticism. There's a lot that's involved. So it's if you're a kind of girl that doesn't know how to take it and you're going to be upset and cry about it, then it's not for you. You really can't. There's a lot involved.
Yeah, it's definitely a process, and it's something that you are going to have to learn how. Like you said, you're going to have to learn how to get thick skin, especially if it's something you want to do and you feel passionate about it. But you also have to be smart because you got to remember this is a business, and if you don't see it as a business, you're going to treat it like a hobby. You can get paid like a hobby, and we ain't got time. We ain't got time to be getting paid like a hobby. We want you to actually get paid. But I think if a lot of us start thinking more outside the box and also stop doing free stuff, then it would actually help.
That gets so old after a while too.
Say that one more time.
Right. The thing the free stuff gets really old eventually because at the beginning as a model you do a lot of trade shoots.
Yeah.
And there's only so much that you do of it because you can get exposure. I've had exposure for 6+ years.
I know that's
what more exposure do I possibly need? I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be cocky, but I'm just being realistic.
Okay, so explain to everybody what is a trade. A trade. What is a trade? Explain that. So people who don't know, because there are people who don't know.
Okay, so for everyone tuning in, who does not know what a trade shoot is, basically between a model and photographer, y'all work together, but you're not getting paid. He takes your photos. And then you get them for free, but you don't get all of them though. That's what a trade shoot is because there's no budget involved. It's just free stuff. So he helps you get exposure, and you also help him with his exposure too, with his name on your picture, photo, whatever. That's what trades are, and majority of photographers in Philadelphia, I'm gonna say they do trade shoots, but I don't like that because some of them, but not all, because some of their work is shit. I'm just being honest. I've come across so many
You keeping it
photographers that are
real,
like, hey,
'cause
let's
it's
do
real.
Huh?
I said you keeping it real because it's real. Finish what you were saying.
I am. I'm not gonna sugarcoat. It's the truth because till this day, I still get messages from photographers. Hey, would you like to work together? This and that. And I'm like, yeah, sure. I hit you with my rate, but I'm not trying to be rude with it. Like I'm not like a newbie.
Yeah.
I'm like your veteran model that's been around for so freaking long. Like I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing. So I don't know. It's crazy how people just like look at it. Like I mean, like I hit you with my rate, but I'm gonna be professional and nice about it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be bougie with it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be reasonable, and you could look at my work because obviously my modeling page, it shows two sides of me. It shows my reality of who I am, and then it shows you my modeling side, the professional of what I do. So I
Yeah.
like to give people a taste of both. Is what I like to do.
And that's and
So yeah,
and
that's very
that's
true.
and it also goes with runway too, trade, because you may not actually call it that, but it's the same thing because
It's the same.
you do these free shows. These you do a runway show for free, just so you see the experience, or somebody says the exposure, depending on what show you're doing. But I feel like if it's not something that's going to be on a huge platform, what are we doing it for? What are we doing it for free for?
Let me tell you something right now. Every time I hear the E word exposure, I just want to vomit these days. I'm like, I can't deal with that exposure word anymore. Unless you're taking me to LA, taking me to Atlanta, overseas. All right, maybe we'll talk. Maybe some cash.
Yes. Like then we talking about exposure then. But before that, I don't know about that. So now when it comes to personal development as a model, what are the tips that you can give someone when it comes to working on all of that? How can they personally develop as a model? So when it comes to personal development, what I mean is, what are some? You already touched on it a little bit, as far as what did we say? As far as having thick skin. So what are some ways that people can actually personally develop, and not just mental, but like mentally, physically, spiritually? What are different ways to
okay. So all right. So actually one of the things that I developed through modeling is confidence.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that because not saying I didn't have it before, but I feel like within the modeling industry and like everything that surrounds you or everything you're surrounded by, whatever, it ultimately like it helps you grow in a way that you haven't before. Like if you're shy, you're new to it. It'll help you. Like it helps you in a lot of ways, like confidence level. It makes you feel more stronger inside. It help you actually feel like beautiful. I know my answers are kind of like weird and all, but like like you just have like a sense of like confidence level, like and you like when you walk and everything else, like you don't need to feel like you're like everybody else. Like you have your unique, you have your own unique self, whatever. Like you know what I mean, like. Because a lot of models compare themselves to other people, and don't be like a skinny person who's skinnier than them. Like, oh, I gotta be like them. Like, you don't have to follow those. Yeah. But as you go, as you journey into the modeling world, you accept you. Don't put yourself down. Yeah. It helps you see things in a better perspective. The confidence level is better too because it helps you in the long run. Like you don't need to feel like you don't belong in something. I know that sounds crazy.
So with modeling, you learn confidence. And how you learn confidence is, I'm gonna put it out there like this. When it comes to, you learn to have thick skin. You learn that you have to be comfortable in your own skin and learn to not only that, accept criticism also. And that's what I mean by having thick skin, because you want to make sure, because you're going to get a lot of no's, you're going to get a lot of people looking at you like you're an object. You're going to need to make sure that you're comfortable. So quick question, when it comes to confidence, How
Mhm.
how did you build your confidence in modeling? How did that happen? What are some things that
So,
go ahead.
how did I build it? Well, it took me a while. It didn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
So it took me time to build my confidence level because I was new in the beginning and I didn't know any better. I just felt like, all right, cool, throw on an outfit and you get to walk.
Yeah.
But you have to get like for me, it took time. Like I had to get used to the audience. I had to get used to like walking in the lights, walking like directly straight and like not paying attention to them. So like the confidence part, it just once you hit the runway,
Yeah.
for me, not this is gonna sound crazy. For me, it felt like nothing. I felt like I was meant to be there. So
Okay.
I walked it, I owned it, and everyone was just like, yo, like you've done this before? And I'm like, I mean, not really. But it just took me a while. Like the confidence just it was like a boost. Like I had it already, but it boosted me. But also like mentally, like you have to just like you have to mentally like put yourself like in a different like space
Yeah.
like with this. It's different, but it definitely helps you focus though because once you go into the fashion world, you're mentally focused on fashion. Whatever your passion is, like it just helps you. You look at things clear. And like I don't know. It's weird, like with me. Like I'm good with showing people how I work, and then that's how people understand like how I am and what I do and like how it affects me. Because in the beginning, like I was up and down. Like I was happy, and then I wasn't happy because I was like, wait, am I doing the right thing for myself? But then I'm like, that's who I am. It took me a while because sometimes, like when you're trying something new, you're kind of not sure. But I always knew that fashion was my thing. I just wasn't sure if runway was my thing or doing photography work.
Okay.
But I know, a little off topic, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. So,
But I guess like mentally it helps you though. Like mentally you learn to focus. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. You might have better answers than me. I suck. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Trust me. I get what you're saying. But
I'm glad you understand.
when it comes to confidence, it's all about the experience, really. Over
Yeah,
time,
that's what it really comes down to.
You over time you build confidence because you have experience. When you first get into something, it's like okay, you're trying to figure out how you fit in it. So it's like you're trying to understand that world. But once you start getting your foot in, you like, oh no, I know how to walk down a runway. I know how to take a photo shoot. I'm good. And pay me.
Vogue it.
But
that's
also,
definitely true.
So also now talk about being a ring girl. Explain what a ring girl is and talk about that.
Ring girl, guys, it's so fun. I love it. Okay, so cool. Everyone that watches like what is it called? Boxing and all that crazy stuff. So ring girl, like, all right, cool. So you got like a ring, obviously. Boxing ring. You got your girl, which is me. So I get to like walk around in like in a cute outfit. I got like shorts and like maybe like a t-shirt, pull it up, and you're holding like the card up. So like yeah, like so for me as a ring girl, like so I'm in the middle of the ring and I walk from each corner. From each corner, you know, I'm showing like which round is which whatever. And it's exhausting because after each round, ding ding, I walk right up in there with heels, whatever, and I'm walking around like showing this. I'm smiling, you know, like Bella's like swag. But it's a lot of fun because everyone roots for you because I've done it at least maybe like 3 or 4 times, and I always get like the loudest cheer, like Bella. I'm like, whoa, like this is a lot of love right now. So it's cool.
He said, Grant Phillips Music said, what is the worst thing that has happened to either of you during a shoot? Go ahead, Bella. You can answer that one.
What is the weirdest thing that has happened either during a shoot? The weirdest thing? That's from Brian.
The weirdest thing?
You go first. I'm trying to think.
I don't really know about the weirdest thing.
Me either.
But the most wonderful thing I would say that I can say that happened to me was I went in as a stand-in for somebody else getting paid a whole lot less money. They didn't know how to do their job, so I wound up getting their job and I got paid a lot of money. I still had to split with them, but I made way more, and that's what really opened my eyes to modeling and actually seeing that you really can get paid for a gig.
Well, that's a good thing. That's called good karma.
One of the best things that's happened to me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't have any weird things that happened to me during a photo shoot. I mean,
see, my camera moved again. I think it's Instagram. Go ahead.
No, that was me, cause it was like, I don't know what it was doing. I'm sorry. That was me. Okay. But I'm trying to think, like, what weird has ever happened to me during a photo shoot? I don't think I've ever encountered anything weird. I don't know.
Well, what's the best thing that happened to you on a photo shoot?
The best thing? Shoot, having some amazing fucking photos happen. That's what. when your photographer like shows you a preview and like his reaction is like, oh my god, this is like fabulous. I'm like, you hit me with a good like expression. I'm excited. That's when you know you nailed the shot. When your photographer is happy, the model is happy. Like, yes.
Yeah. And I think a good thing is too when you know what you're doing in front of the camera and that person wants to work with you often and they're a really good photographer. When they're a really great photographer and they push out wonderful photos, it's awesome, especially when they call on you because you actually built that relationship with them to say, okay, oh, what you doing today? You want to shoot? That's the best thing ever because you get some free photos.
Yeah. Hey, that's true
and
too.
Think about when someone a client hits them up and saying, "Do you know any models?" I'm just saying. So
that's always a plus.
Yeah. So
that's always a.
So when it comes to we explained what a ring girl is and how fun that is.
I'm gonna explain it the proper way.
I'm gonna try that at least one time and see how it is.
You should. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it's just one ring girl and that's you, it does get exhausting. So make sure whoever goes with you or whoever is there, whatever, like you got a bottle of water on deck because you're getting up, you're getting down, you're getting up, you're getting down, you're walking around. That's like a workout right there for like freaking like 5-6 hours straight. It's crazy.
Oh,
I'm honest.
They better be paying well. Got me getting up back and forth.
What does this mean? What attitude do you exude to get people to want to work with you?
Yes, I think it's exude or something like that. Get people to want to work with you. I think a positive attitude is very important.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. First of all, professionalism, being positive, but also being like, just being you and like having that sorry, I was drinking that stuff. Having like that good vibe. Yeah. Like people, an outgoing person. Yeah. No bouginess, no pettiness, no like high diva shit. Photographers don't want to deal with that type of shit. Yeah. You want to just model who's easy to work with, who's happy, who's ready to work. Like, let's go. That's how I am wearing because people that I work with, they always love me. They're like, and they just always want me to come back, and it's cool. They're like, yo, you're a very cool person. We love you. I'm like, yo, this is me all day. I'm just happy, and I love what I do.
Okay, so next, let's talk about Miss Fashion Global, ma'am. Let's get that. Give us that experience.
Oh my God. Okay. I think you know that I'm not a pageant girl typically.
I didn't know you even did them until I looked at your page. I'm like, oh, she did that. Okay, girl. Because I didn't even know.
No. So like, it's crazy because I've only done Miss Fashion Global up to 3 times. I've never done pageants my whole entire life. Although I was not persuaded, but I was told to like, hey Bella, you should do this. Like you would do really great. I'm like, but I'm not a pageant girl, so I don't know how I feel about this. But whatever. So be it. I did my first one. I didn't know what to expect because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do my homework. Yeah. I just thought, let me just look pretty and let me just do a runway like I do. But you don't do like, for everyone who's ever new, long story short, pageants was never my thing. I'm a photography chick. I'm a runway girl. I do fashion, like high fashion, whatever. But pageants, it's a whole different realm. Like, you're just, pageants is different than runway than anything else because number one, you're walking around, you're smiling, looking pretty the whole time. And I'm always with my diva straight bitch face on, mind my language. It's just one of my habits. So my first pageant, I noticed that my mom, they were like, you don't need to have a serious face when you're walking. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oops. I'm like, I'm sorry. I had to like remind myself, you're in a pageant. People see like people walk all like extra, just like diva-ish and smile and look happy and all this to pageants. And you have this makeup on and you have like either a bikini, you have a gown, or what is it? Or you have a clown look. So pageants are just different. You got all these girls involved and they're all on their like bikinis, extra fit. Yeah, I'm not all the way there being extra fit as a pageant chick. But then you got the pageant moms. Oh, forget it. Pageant moms are insane. I'm sorry. Between pageant mom and the pageants themselves, yo, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do pageants ever again. This is not my thing. They're a little extra. Like it's so different though. Pageants are way different.
That show with the little girls and the pageant moms where they just cutting off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not me. Like I'm like, no, I can't. Like that's just not me. Hey. But yeah, I don't know. Pageants are, oh man, I had fun because my third one that I actually won Miss Fashion Global for petite modeling, like that was pretty dope. 3 times, dude. 3 times it took me. 3 damn times. And I was still in shock because you're standing there and all you hear is, and our winner is, and all I hear is Teresa Chicatano. I'm like, wait, what? I was like, really? Me? I was like, I mean, I said it because I was in shock. It took me 3 times to win. So I'm just like, this is kind of cool. My crown's actually upstairs, but I'm not going to go upstairs to get it.
Girl, you should have put the crown on. Next time. Matter of fact, take a picture in it and post it. Take a picture in it and post it.
It's super shiny. It's pretty. I got my sash too. It says Miss Fashion Global 2019 petite model on it. Like, it's really dope though. That was a blessing. So it's a huge, big thanks to Miss Fashion Global Production for actually allowing me to participate. And the girls that I met, because the one I did, they were actually very nice to me. The third pageant that I won, everyone was like literally genuinely just so great to me. Makeup artist was amazing. Hair team was great. Even the girls were willing to help me make sure I looked great. I'm thinking like, this is not pageant like. But it felt nice though, because I'm like, if this is what pageant is about, y'all help each other, that's a good look. So that's a positive that came out of it. It was a different experience.
Okay, but I definitely want you to talk about things that you got going on.
All right, so right now, I'm actually with Dreamwear Society team with my management, and of course my other partner Zay, who you just met. So right now, we're in the process of making my own company for me. Okay. So, which will be fashion consultant. Yeah, you know, right? And my own fashion shows.
You've
I know.
Been in enough of them. You've been in enough of them to know. So,
I know.
Why not?
And clothing line. I have a couple of things in mind. I don't want to say too much, but I'm working on like project after project. So I'm just taking a process of just putting a lot of things together. But I think that a fashion show might come first, but don't quote me yet because I'm not sure. But it's just like a vision that I have in mind that I'm deeply passionate for because being a runway model, doing runway for so many years and just doing it for other productions, I'm in the space where I'm like, I'm actually ready to start doing my own.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. So
a
couple things here.
I feel like once, I feel like as models, as we get our experience and all that good stuff in the modeling industry, I think it's good for us to actually create our own stuff. We see where you can be taken advantage of. You see where, you know, and to be basically a light in a way. I don't want to say in a dark place, but a light. So that you know how you want to do stuff, like how you want to actually help others along the way. So
that's
by you creating a fashion show and having models be a part of it, that's a way of giving back, in a sense of saying, okay, I'm gonna do it. Some people may have done it the wrong way, but guess what? I'm gonna do it the right way for y'all, so I can show y'all.
Exactly. And that's, you just took it straight out of my own, like, everything right now. Like, that's just how I feel about it. Like, I just feel like now I'm ready to bloom. I'm ready to be a butterfly. If that sounds way better and it sounds way happier. Like, I'm ready to spread these wings and I'm ready to just to take it as far as I can. Like, I'm doing it for me, but I also want to help other people too.
Okay, so everybody, tune in to our next live, part 2, with Bella Demone on Instagram, and just let everybody know exactly where they can find you. Besides what I just told them.
I mean, this one's right here on Instagram. Y'all see me on Catrice's IG. So follow my name. It's the same name on Facebook, and you can find me on Twitter too. But on Twitter, it's gonna be Bella T Demone.
Okay.
So yeah, it's Bella Demone, guys.
Awesome.
What's up?
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to When Models Talk.